next segment is understanding law enforcement.
The first question is, what do you think the primary role of law enforcement should be in the community?
Honestly, I lean more toward abolitionist values. I'm gonna be honest. But if I have to answer this question, if abolition ain't a thing, it won't be in my lifetime, I would like to see more officers that are actually from the community in which they serve. I feel like empathy can be generated more if the officers are actually from the community, if the officers actually have training to help address their implicit biases. And I'm not a reformist when it comes to law enforcement, so it's hard for me to imagine what law enforcement would look like in the community. But I think that's where I would start if I was forced to imagine that.
No comment. No, I'm saying, what the fuck's going on? Well, my primary role in the community is to make people feel safe. You got to feel safe in your community. You got to want to go to the store. You want to be able to go outside, check your car, and make sure nobody breaking and stuff. Of course, I tell people all the time, well, I don't like the police. Man, who you going to call? Somebody steal your car? GMC, Ford? They're not going to give you no bill. We got to start a base with the community. We got to bring trust out. I know a lot of people don't think the police don't want to help them and all. That's not true all the time. Because we need people like y'all to help us out. Join the law enforcement. That's one of the reasons I became a police officer. Because back then, there were more Caucasian males than African Americans. So you want to help us with the problem in the community, come join us. We hiring. Then they making it better now. We looking for, they're getting the guys now for college education now. So you got a master's degree, you get extra money, you got a bachelor's degree, extra money, a social degree, you have money. Because we're trying to bring them type of people into the law enforcement to help us deal with the community conflicts. That's where it starts at. So that's the only way, the community, I love the community, from the community. That's where I grew up at. Police ain't gonna do, I tell you all the time, people, most police ain't out there looking for nobody. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Police ain't out there looking, we out there just riding. Some of the guys trying to get something to eat. Everything y'all do, they try to do the same thing. I'm just gonna be straight up with you. The police are not out there looking for you, trying to just take you down. We don't do that. Now, you run through a red light going 100 miles out, what are you supposed to do? Just let you go? Then you get stopped. Oh, man, I got my Glock gun laying on the dashboard and weed laying right here and then. Now the police did you something. We ain't do nothing. We just doing our job. Let me get off the car, be here all day. She don't want the mic from me.
I'm happy, No, I'm just playing. Kind of. Not you personally. I don't feel that y'all should, or the police should be able to enforce the law. Y'all shouldn't, it's not for y'all to do. It's not even for the government to create our laws where we at, because one law in this space is not the same law as it is in another space. And even within our cities we relying on everybody else, regardless of our votes, we relying on them to create our laws. So within our community, I feel like law enforcement looks like us creating our laws, setting our codes, and us policing us. Now, we can have that militia, have whatever it is within our community, but I don't think that a system that was made and started with this 5-point star, this sheriff star that came from slave patrol will ever allow my people to really help me the right way. And the minute that one of ours say something and actually take a stand on it and stand on it, they getting you out of here. It's no reform from within a system that was built to harm us. And so with me personally, I went into the Brave Cave when it was open, and then I had a conversation with an officer, and the man I was crying. I walked off because in that moment I was not emotionally mature enough, not emotionally responsive, and I wanted how I responded to be better. And then I kept thinking of how could I go back? How could I go back? I'm a very articulate woman. I said, there's nothing I can say that can change this man's mind, but all I can do is be in these babies' faces. Y'all got the training, supposedly. Y'all have all of these things, but still don't have, not you again, I'm sorry. So I apologize if I'm using accusatory language. but as a whole don't have the mental capacity or the mental restraint or the agility or fortitude to chill out when it come down to us, because there's an inferiority already indoctrinated. It's a system, it's already in place. So I go back to, I think the primary role of law enforcement should be those within the community who have something to protect as opposed to get paid from, and those who actually are within that community on a daily basis, not from those outside of us.
I mean, I definitely love to piggyback on what they said, of course, about the law enforcement and what, their primary role is in the community. I know that we do have some young guys. So in y'all opinion, what do y'all think the law enforcement role is on your street? Like exactly what you deal with on a day-to-day basis, what you looking for from them. At times I can understand we don't even much want to think about them because a lot of people have said they'll be the last person that we call. So since before, hopefully she get one of y'all to answer.
But I ain't gonna lie, honestly, I believe all police ain't bad people. I ain't one of them young people. I'm wise before my time. So they're just like saying all NBA players bad people. Like there's anything you do there's good, there's bad. I do music. I could be a good rapper, I could be a bad rapper. Like it's always good and bad with everything. So I don't look at y'all, no kind of way like they're good, they're bad. So I ain't gonna lie, when they come around, I may, look at you, but for other things, black people, like in our generation, we may deal with discrimination.
Yeah.
Like look at us.
Yeah.
You see this, you're probably, oh my God, there's 4 killers right here.
We'll turn to go the other way.
But when we get to show you that we actually intelligent and we can hold conversations and we can show you how intellectual we really could get, then it's, that young black man is intelligent. Oh, he knows things. It's more than the average black man, we could say, Yeah. So I think it's good and bad with that. It's just what platform you get him to do that.
Absolutely.
Because it could be, I could have said all the wrong things just now. So it's just all who looks at it.
I feel the people our age, they hear one person like our age say the police bad, and then they want to all say it as a whole, which make it a bigger conflict, but it's really not true.
Yeah. When you think about us, what we want from the police or either law enforcement in our community, in our area, it does come with, of course, who we are, the social injustice about it, and their primary role is to serve and to protect. But when, like Miss Stoney was saying, if you live in Denham Springs, but you coming over here to Fairfields being a police officer, you don't know what we go through. So when it comes to having that social awareness of the community that you're in, that's why we really want to push for, if you live on Fairfield, I want you to be the police in Fairfield, off Fairfields. I'm just saying that's why my bad. So that's where, as a primary role, yes, to protect and serve, but then if we can get past not just the social injustice, but the social awareness, because you right what you said. I see y'all like, man, you know what? Lock my door, he come. Not me personally, but you know what I'm saying? Because that's my, you see, and so you can that's the problem when the officer that live an hour away come try to, do some social justice or in our community because he was afraid of how we look.
Each other.
Yeah.
We scared of each other.
True.
They see, they not supposed to be scared of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, they would protect the protect and serve or whatever the community.
Mhm.
We are the community.
Right.
We supposed to look at y'all as we supposed to look at them, to be safe and that's the man who gonna make sure you together and things of that nature. But
Yeah.
why is that man scared of me? And I'm asking for help.
Yeah.
So
That's what I wanted to get into. Yeah, because when you look at me, look at us, and you're gonna think this until you talk to me. Like That's the first problem.
That's the problem.
Right. And we not even gonna get to communication.
Yeah, because,
Strictly
Right.
out
Yeah.
our image.
Because your skin is the weapon.
Right.
yeah, and then your head, because you
Yeah.
the boss. Yeah,
Y'all can put the camera on me.
yeah, but then you go and you look.
Y'all can put the camera on me. I'll be paranoid. I'll be paranoid. And I feel like our image shouldn't define who we are, because I'm actually intelligent. Like
Exactly.
we could speak musically, we could speak how I think on loyalty, we could go into the workforce. I feel like I shouldn't have to change my image to make other people, more comfortable in how I look.
You shouldn't have to be intelligent though to be treated humanely.
That's where I'm trying to.
Treat it the same way.
Right. Did you? She said you do not. You shouldn't have to be intelligent to be treated humanely. So that's where I wanted to get to. You said, look at us. When we get scared. I don't get scared. You see, when I met you, I don't get scared around the men in my community, because the men I've been protected by black men. I've been loved by black men. I've been uplifted by black men. I don't get scared of y'all. What you want?
Yeah. I was saying the police.
No, but but it came back to look at y'all.
Right.
But if they look at you and they get scared, their responses aren't going to be their training, because now they have a psychological factor in there. It's impacted their psyche, because now they operate out of fear, not out of training. I respect you so much, and I'm so grateful that you was like, they not all bad people. I agree. I don't even believe in good or bad people, but I believe in like systemic issues.
Certain situations.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah, but that's even like this. When I saw your hair, I'm like, oh, that's a real Basquiat. What? He a real Picasso. That's how when I see it, because I'm a creative. Those who can't understand you, who see you and are afraid of you, they either not with their people or too scorned by a person or maybe two people. And then blame everyone, but that's not you or black men in a whole. That's not even y'all in the system. Now the system is something different. But again, I'm 34. I've been loved and protected and spoiled. When I say spoiled, by more black men than I can count. So when I say see y'all, not like that. I mean my brothers, my father, like everybody, like the men around. I'm a woman to the men. I'm around the men. I'm around. They hold me down for the most part. So, but for the majority, that's what we got, and we got to be grateful for that. I can't look at y'all and get scared. And the police, if they do, they are not fit to serve. They are scared.
Right, but what we supposed to do about that? We too scared people.
No, I agree. And that goes back to how do we find a solution? But if it's two people that's scared and one scared person has authority over another scared person, it's no win for it. It's no balance for it. So then it goes back to the community and what we need to do. I'm sure that they're not going to abolish the police force. I'm sure. But I'm also, I know that everybody is that's why I was like, it's not him. I wanted him to understand. I keep saying y'all because I'm talking to the police, but not him individually. And it's just those things of that nature where we came up with, bro, stupid. I went to McKinley.
Oh my God.
Do you hear me? Like, I went to McKinley and I'm from Glen Oak. So it was a lot. It was a lot.
I don't know.
But saying that to say is so much that we've dealt with that puts us in that space where we have to hear, I can't rely on you for protection. Your presence don't make me feel safe, but honestly, nobody can really make me feel safe enough to where I feel like you're going to shoot to protect me, because self-preservation is rule number one. I'm not going to believe that you're here to protect me. You're here to protect yourself. And if you can do that with me too, you got an oath and all of that, but naturally, that's not the inclination of it. Right.
That's not you. So what you think hearing this?
Well, I'm glad to be here, the different dialogue. I hear it all the time, though, but like I said, man, your hair won't bother me at all. Right. You ain't bothering no law or nothing, man. Like I told you earlier, we not out there looking for you because you got a certain hairstyle. Right. We are called on. I tell people all the time, we are called to service. Most of them not looking for no service. They are called to service. Some people in the neighborhood be wanting the law enforcement to come to their neighborhood. But I'm glad to be hearing, different things. But to get more people, the community, police our communities, like I told you earlier, we got to get more people to join. Because they're dwindling down. Retention is low. I'm saying then you got bad policemen, you got bad firemen, you got bad postman. The society is just a society. Yeah. Like I said, When I got in law enforcement, a lot of people, man, how you became the police? They was hiring. They was hiring. So I wanted to make a difference. I said, well, I'm going to go there and do something great. I'm going to go there and do some good things. So I started applying myself, started educating myself. So I took all this training. We got the appliance, we got the DEI, all that, but that guy don't have that in his heart. I don't care how many certificates you get. You got a hateful heart. I don't care how many training you go to, how many plaques you got on your wall, it's not going to change that person. So we get the training, but I don't need that training to talk to my community. I walk down Rosenwald, go hang up that store, talking to guys all day. Yeah, all day, because I like to know what's going on. They trust me. Yeah. Then if something happen bad in that neighborhood, they gonna let me know. If they know somebody that busting people in the head, shooting people, I don't call it snitching or anything, but man, you gotta get that person out the street.
Protect your community.
So that's when that trust come in, because they won't tell it to a regular police officer. When you have that relationship with people, you know, they want to just feel safe in the community. Everybody want to enjoy the neighborhood they live in.
Yeah.
But y'all know some stuff, every day is something different, people. And I'm just going to talk about the elephant in the room. Right now, we're over 80 homicides. And I'm a stats man.
That's a lot.
Because look at, we done lost 80 votes. We got an election coming up next Tuesday. That's 80 votes dead. 80 other people got to go to penitentiary. We done lost 160 people.
Yep.
We lost 160 people. So we gonna help each other. I'm just saying I'm glad I'm here for this forum because I want to hear everything everybody want to talk about. Say now I can talk to my guys. Man, you see somebody, you see my boy with the hair, don't mess with him. He good. You know, that's all I'm saying. But I never stereotype. I never did. I don't have that kind of time. That's too much time. Okay, it's my time.
I was going to add.
Okay, go ahead.
I like the shifting into our school campus with the police. I'm an athlete. In every game, we have at least 2 or 3 sheriffs at the game. Our consistent sheriffs is like a tall, light-skinned man. He in the fraternity. He got a beard. And then it's a dark-skinned man. They about the same height, what. When I came, I didn't trust him at all. When I looked at him, I didn't even want to be bothered with him. It took me into about my junior year to actually sit there and realize, oh, they not here to harm us. At the everyday school, we have, probably like 4 or 5 sheriffs. One of the sheriffs was a white man. He was tatted up. They had a fight happening, and before the fight, but once I get it, everybody's riled up during the fight. He was de-escalating. He was still like, I wouldn't say aggressive, but like you could see it in him, like when he was talking, when everything was going on. And like at that point forward, it was like, I already got the bad image on you. Like, I don't want to be bothered with you. I don't even want to come in contact with you. Cause it seemed like if you doing this after it's de-escalated, what you doing on a regular day to day? And so whenever I got back to where we got later on to the game with the 2 police officers that we usually have, the sheriffs, it's like I told him, he was like, well, you got us. We didn't been here. We know what y'all do. We done been here long enough to understand how y'all coming, what y'all doing. We didn't pick some of y'all boys up and everything. But we had to talk with them and let them know, hey, you can do good. We not all here to be bad. We ain't all here to put you up, lock you up for little things. But we trying to teach you that you don't need to do those little things, that you don't need to do it. Like, you don't need to be put in that seat. You don't want to be locked up. I don't think nothing fun about that. I ain't never been locked up, but just looking from a distance, I wouldn't want to be locked up.
All right, so we have discussed a lot of things and a lot of things have been said today. Now we open the floor to our audience and our panelists to share any final thoughts.
I want to thank the guests for inviting me here today. I'm saying I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot from y'all. So it helps me, you know, when I talk to my guys under my command. But we got a long way to go with everybody, people. It's just not a police problem. It's a problem. Because you're going to see next Tuesday, this election don't go to red, go, it's going to be some problem. You know, so tell your parents when y'all get home, tell everybody to go home and vote, people. Because that's where a lot of stuff changed at. They just, trust me, the police is just, not even a problem, to be honest. They have some that, but hey, but I'm glad y'all allowed me to come speak here. I'm glad talk to the young kids. I got to meet the panelists here today. So, we're going to have some more dialogue one day. We might have our own little podcast one day, so might be the start of something. I'm going to have some problems, but, hey, I can handle mine. Trust me. I can handle mine. So thank y'all for allowing me to be here today.
I'd like to say thank you to everyone for having, of course, the host of the event. To leave something with you guys, understand one thing I say is you control two things: your attitude and your activity. Control your attitude and make sure your activity align with the goals that you have set out to accomplish. And then even with that, just understand that going through life, you're gonna have challenges. Understand how to face those challenges, overcome those challenges. The only people that's not worried about challenges right now is the people that's 6 feet under. You're gonna always have challenges. So just always go in it head first, ask advice, make sure you stay positive. If some learn how to step back, learn how to reevaluate, take a deep breath. I was in a situation the other morning. I got me a bottle of water. I said, I'll be right back. And I walked for 5, 10 minutes, came back. When I came back, I felt better because I felt as though like I took control of my own emotions, my own feelings, and I feel like I gave myself strength with that. So now just everyday walking life, man, people gonna say things to you guys. Just understand attitude and activity. I always stay positive. Reading is leaders or readers. So if you want to go to that next level, read a book. Your proximity is everything. Who you place yourself around is what your future, your outcome will look like. So make sure you putting yourself around positive things. The law of proximity is going. You go to the beach, you're gonna get sand on your feet because you're in the proximity of sand. You're gonna get wet because you're by the beach or whatever. So understand, put yourself around positive people, great role models, look wherever you want to be like, or if you know somebody that's successful, just follow them, read up on what they did, research them, and just understand what it is that you want out of life and understand how to navigate that and put that together for you guys. So I love y'all. I love y'all. When y'all walked in with this hair, I I smiled from ear to ear. I was like, oh man, what my hair gonna go like that? That's all I could think. But ain't nothing wrong with you guys, okay? It's not you, it's them. I said that earlier on the last when we did the last topic. So understand that. Anybody else want?
One, thank you, Ad. Actually, thank you, Allie. Thank you, Mr. Singleton. Thank y'all, one, for this. I love the children. I love this, but I also love how articulate y'all are, how creative y'all are. Like y'all, I like y'all steez. I love the fact that people misread y'all. I love that because it's a flex and it shows how little their minds are. Without y'all doing nothing but being authentic, I know it's not for me. I don't feel as much. Y'all here, so I don't think I need to tell you to be around the right people or things of that nature. I'm happy that they did, but it shows where you are. It shows what you got going for yourself. But I am grateful for this situation. I'm grateful. I actually, because I'm working on being accountable and not just being completely closed off to the police enforcement because I'm pretty much not rocking with it. But if we can work to where y'all actually show up in the community and like together, full on together, we can do it for the babies because they still there. Like they don't have the opportunity to leave. They don't have the resources to move around. Everybody don't have parents that can do that. But we need to make something happen for them.
I just want to say thank y'all for having me. Since my topic mainly was the conflict resolution, I just wanted to let y'all know that conflict is a natural part of life. You just have to learn how to navigate it in ways that are healthy. That takes you being very intentional about mastering yourself. So if you don't take anything else away, take away, being intentional on seeking the tools to master yourself and also seek out information. This is not about just yourself, but in general. Everything ain't what it seems. Media and mass social influence is designed to have you to thinking a certain type of way. from the political aspect, religious aspect, whatever, like seek out information. You have to be very intentional about that. It took me too long to kind of deconstruct some of the things that I had thought because I just ate what I was fed. So you always want to try to look deeper into things and ask questions. Never go about life just taking what somebody tell you. Ask the questions, because that's how you're going to discover the truth.
I'll leave y'all with one thing my grandmother tell me. This old, I'm 59 years, so I'm telling you something to keep y'all out of trouble. Sticks and stones will hurt your bone. The words will never hurt you. Y'all heard that before? Mm-hmm. That's true. Don't worry about the words. Keep moving. Push forward. Okay?
Would anyone in the crowd like to make any last comments?
I just want to thank y'all for, sitting down talking to us and hearing what we think. And yeah, I just want to thank y'all. Shout out to y'all. So yeah, appreciate y'all.
And now let's introduce our next musical act. Her name is Renty Baby, and she's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and she's a multi-talented artist. Let's give it up for Renty Baby.
Can't get you out my head. Ooh, I'm sending you one text at a time. I know you by your phone, so boy pick up your line. And I ain't too proud to beg, so what's been said has been said. And I need you to know you don't know what love is. Need you to know, you don't know what love is. If you don't put up a fight, and you don't know what love is. If you don't stay up all night crying, you don't know what love is. If you don't get a call a million times, you say you know what love is, but I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh, I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh, I swear you never seen it in your life. I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh, I swear you never seen it in your life.
And now let's give it up one more time for Renty Baby.
My name is Taylor Bickham, and that concludes our segment on law enforcement.
I'm Davia, and thanks for watching Blackhouse Unplugged.